Some of you, if you're like me, you end up having maybe a little too much coffee. A lot of times you go to places that the coffee's expensive. Not naming any names. The one thing that, if you know much about how some of the coffees are actually made, you'll know that they're made with syrup. That's not the best thing in the world. You're talking about a lot of extra sugars and calories and stuff like that. But if you're doing it anyway, all the time, then it kind of pays to just do it yourself. You can get a lot of the ingredients for way less money, put together a nice syrup, it'll hit all the boxes, and even if you're just doing it with a regular coffee and not necessarily like a full-on espresso, it's good. Very much comparable. It pays to just make your own. So today we're gonna make a very simple, actually not so simple, a marginally simple pumpkin spice syrup that you can put in your own coffee at home, make your own lattes at home, whatever, and have that same awesome flavor that you want without having to go to one of the expensive coffee shops and spend an exorbitant amount of money, sign away your life, your house and your car and your firstborn to be able to, afford it. That and the avocado toast. I know it's ruining us financially, but we gotta have it. We gotta. We don't think it's real. We don't like real. Anyway, on we go. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 2 grams of cocoa, 2 grams of cloves, 1 gram of nutmeg, 4 grams of ginger, 4 grams of cinnamon, 2 grams of black pepper, 1 gram of chili pepper. Trust me on that one. 0.5 grams of star anise. Just pause the video. It's way easier that way. Also, we did toast off all the whole spices before grinding. Next, we're going to get 300 grams of brown sugar, 120 grams of pumpkin, and 100 grams of honey ready, as well as 200 milliliters of water, or 200 grams, either or, doesn't matter, same thing. Okay, so at this point, it's really easy. We're going to start the cooking. We're going to put in our sugar mixture, give it a little stir-ski until it starts to get nice and warm. As that's happening, before it gets too hot, we're going to put in a little bit of water, put in the water, and let it incorporate in. We want to get it to the point where it's not a sugary, sludgy mess, but more of an actual syrup. At that point, we're going to add in our spices, and we're going to heat it until it's at a nice simmer. We do not want this to just boil, but a little bit of a simmer is fine because we do want it to kind of thicken up a little bit, because you want syrup, not brown liquid. Now that she's looking thick AF, we are going to strain. So I do not recommend using the cheesecloth. It could work, but it probably would take a really long time, and I didn't have the patience, so I ended up taking it out anyway, and then I created a huge mess. So just don't use it. Do what I should have done, and what I will eventually do here is just go straight to the strainer. I did this twice, passed it through, cleaned the strainer, did it again, and then that way the result was better, much better. All right, there we go. All that's left at this point is to bottle. I did put it into a nice measuring cup first that had a spout on it, so it'd be a lot easier to pour into the bottle. Do what you want, just make sure it's lidded unless you want some random fridge flavors in there. Apparently I cannot put on a lid. And there we go. That's literally all there is to it. You now have a syrup that you can use in your coffee or on ice cream or pretty much anywhere else you would want. I just squirt it directly into my mouth right from the bottle. What you're seeing with the spatula is a waste of youth. So anyway. Alright, so we're at the next morning, and I'm going to make myself an espresso. Yeah, my coffee pot judges me every morning. Anyway, we're going to add our ground beans directly into our little tamper dealie here. As you can tell by my terminology, I really don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, we're going to do about 10% of the total volume of the liquid into the bottom with the syrup, and then I like to put the espresso directly on top so that way it kind of mixes in. You can see we've got some nice crema going on here. Crema? I don't know. Again, not a pro. Once that's all done, we're going to get some milk. I usually use whole milk for this. And we're going to steam it up. And just let that bad boy steam until it's about doubled in size. And then we're going to add it directly to the cup. Just give it a little stir, and we're officially done. Other than I used the syrup to put a little heart on it because I'm bougie like that. Now all that's left is to enjoy your pumpkin spice latte and hope it warms your soul as you navigate another day of existential dread in a cruel and uncaring world. Bye! As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you're always notified when a new video comes out.